The first thing we want to do is we want to identify the overall bias, like the trend. In this case, we're obviously bullish because we make higher highs and we make higher lows. We want to execute buys. So every time the market structure makes a new high, like this, we break the old high and make a new high, the market will come back to specific zones like imbalances or like order blocks. What we want to do is we want to enter the market right when the market has broken the previous structure and is coming back to like a specific zone, like to an order block, and right then we want to execute buys. Pop, maybe here's the zone, like this, like an order block, pop, the market taps into it, and right now we want to enter it, then place our stop loss right under the low and target the next swing high, like this one. Why? Because we're in the bullish trend and we're expecting market to break structure again through the market. So what we want to look for exact entries is something like this. Here we have a bullish trend, swing high, swing low, swing high. Now we want to enter at the swing low, like here. What we're looking for is something like this, bob, something like an accumulation. Bob, 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 bob. Why? Because that's a big liquidity pool where all the retail traders have their stop losses, and the market makers or the banks want to manipulate the market to trigger the stop losses from the retail traders to generate the opposite liquidity to fill the orders for the banks and for the markets. So what we're looking for is, and we want that liquidity pool to be swept, and then we want enter the market right underneath the liquidity pool when we're looking for buys, like when there's an order block right underneath. That's the point we want to enter, like this, bob. Then we target like this liquidity, and that's our entry model. As you can see, here's the liquidity, pop, 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 liquidity, and for example, here's a bullish order block. Then we want to enter right below this liquidity. After the liquidity gets swept, we want to enter at the order block and set our stop loss right below the swing low and target these highs. So in the real market first, we want to identify the trend. The bias is obviously bullish because we make maybe a swing low, swing high, higher low, and a higher high. What we want to do now is we want to execute buys in somewhere like in this area. What we now want to do is we want to expect the market to make its move, its pullback, and what we want to see is we want to see that the market is building up liquidity, and then that the market is sweeping liquidity, and after that, that the market is coming back into this zone right here, and then we want to execute buys. Let's see what the market is going to make. If we push downside, we see liquidity is building up, and that's the point we have to make ourselves ready, because you can see right here are many retail trader stop losses, so it's a big liquidity pool. What we're looking for is that the market maker sweep this liquidity out, because the market maker need to do this to fill their own orders, because they move the big money, and if they want to execute buys, they need enough sell orders, and they generate the sell orders if they trigger the stop loss from the retail traders. So we're looking now for the sweep, and we want to execute buys in this zone. Here's a little small bullish order block. Here is a 1-2. So what we're going to do is we set our buy limit order right here at this order block. Here's 1-2, and here's the limit order. We make our stop loss right below this low, and we want to target this liquidity here. Why? Because we're bullish and we're expecting the market to take out the highs again. Well, something like this, and let's see how this is going to play out. Beautiful push. Now, what you can see here, the market does exactly this, what I've said. We swept this kind of liquidity. Now our trade is activated, and let's see how it's going to play out. Boom, full TP smashed, just like that.